Yo, what's up? This is your man, That's the Great, checking in once again. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Tonight, let's talk about this commercial that I've been hearing so much about. It's apparently been causing waves online over the last several days, from what I can see. Apparently, there's a new American Eagle commercial featuring none other than Sydney Sweeney, who I've heard the name a lot over the last year, but I have no clue what this young lady looks like. I've never seen her before. I've been hearing people hype her up a lot, so I guess this will give me an opportunity to get familiar with Miss Sweeney. So basically, from what I understand, there's this commercial that is causing a lot of division. People are claiming that it has some racist undertones to it. And well, for one, it's a little bit odd to me due to the fact that I haven't heard much about American Eagle at all for the last decade or two. Honestly, nobody talks about American Eagle as a clothing brand anymore. It's kind of had its best days back in like the early 2000s, late 90s, back when Abercrombie and Fitch was still popping, back when you had like Aeropostale and all of those kind of brands were like kicking up dust there. Now, I mean, they're still in existence, but are they really moving the needle? I would argue that they aren't. So this could possibly be simply an attempt by American Eagle to stir up controversy. That might be what this is. Maybe this is intentional. Maybe they're trying to kick up dust. Maybe they want people to talk. I mean, because any publicity in their particular situation is good publicity, right? So who knows? Like I said, I have not watched any of this just yet. I want to just react to it fresh. So first, I'm going to look at I'm first going to take a quick look at one of the videos from one of the media outlets, and then we're going to get into the actual video itself. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the video. What's going on? JCon, what's going on, man? Yeah, but let's go ahead and pull up the first video. That will be from, what is it? This is from NBC. Let's take a quick look. We're going to look at what they say as far as all the backlash that has occurred from the video, and then I'm going to take a look at that video itself, and I'm going to give my in-depth breakdown on what I think is there. If I see any racial undertones, or if it's just a commercial. You know, sometimes people blow things out of proportion. So let's take a look at what NBC was saying, and then we'll look at the actual video.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
The latest front in the culture wars is leaving viewers distressed.
My genes are blue.
An ad released by brand American Eagle in July features Hollywood star Sydney Sweeney, blonde hair, blue eyes, and in classic American.
So this is Sydney Sweeney. Okay. I've heard the name a lot over the last year, just not familiar.
In denim. But it's not the jeans sparking backlash, rather the message.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
While American Eagle says proceeds from the limited release Sydney jean will go towards a mental health nonprofit, the campaign's language struck a dissonant chord with some viewers.
Those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird, like fascist weird, like Nazi propaganda weird.
Let's talk about that American Eagle Sydney Sweeney ad and eugenicist dog whistles.
The backlash, swift.
My genes are superior, and by that, I mean white.
With even some celebrities taking aim at the ad.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
American Eagle now responding to the controversy, posting on Friday in part, great genes look good on everyone. But critics are also getting critiqued. The White House's communications director characterizing the backlash as, quote, cancel culture run amok, with Republican Senator Ted Cruz saying the criticism amounts to the crazy left coming out against beautiful women. Even Vice President J.D. Vance weighing in.
My political advice to the Democrats is continue to tell everybody who thinks Sydney Sweeney is attractive is a Nazi. that appears to be their actual strategy.
Why do you think this
I really can't stand that guy. He's such a tool. He's such a piece of shit.
ad has resonated and perhaps stirred a little controversy from so many people?
This one is driving attention for the wrong reasons, for controversy, for either being not clever enough, or on the opposite end of that spectrum, for being downright offensive, maybe even racist.
Now, other brand ads are under scrutiny too. Dunkin' releasing a spot this week.
This tan? Genetics.
The company's comment sections now filled with similar critiques. One user asking, why are ads so obsessed with genetics all of a sudden? And competing apparel brand Abercrombie & Fitch releasing their own campaign.
I'm here with Abercrombie today on set in New York City.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me guess. Body positivity. Let me guess.
I'm having the best time ever.
Some users saying, quote, I'm so glad Abercrombie is showing different sized models, and Abercrombie, where everyone has great jeans.
Yep, that's the bullshit I'm talking about.
NBC News reached out to American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney's team, Duncan, and Abercrombie for comment, but did not immediately hear back.
Okay.
What would you recommend to a brand navigating a comms crisis like this?
I don't know that this brand thinks it is a crisis. I believe this brand aimed its target and is hitting it.
For now, the denim drama remains far from zipped up.
Brands need to understand they are not going to be able to put this work out without it being scrutinized. The internet is your scrutiny.
Zinclair Samoa, NBC News.
All right. That's just a quick background on what's going on. And now I'm going to actually take a look at the video itself. Let's take a look at the video together and let's see if there's actually anything there as far as racial undertones or, what have you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch up the videos and we're going to take a look at this Sydney Sweeney American Eagle video. Let's see what's really there. I'm going to give you my real time, pretty much my thoughts and insights on it. I'm going to be objective. So let's take a quick look here. Remove this from the stage. Remove this. Stop that. Share screen. Here we go. All right, guys, let's take a quick look here. This is the video itself. Let me make sure everybody is available to see it. All right, perfect. All right, let's take a quick look at the video. Let's take a quick. Hold on. Let me address a few comments first, since I'm behind. Kevin, it says film notes. It's just this commercial from American Eagle that's been causing a lot of controversy and drama. The breakdown. Yep. Oh, Swerve Pal, you said get a job. Get a job. I make 6 figures at my job that I actually do for a career. What do you do? Broke bitch ass nigga. Let's see. Do we have anybody else? No, as of yet. Hi, what's going on? Hey, buddy. Let's see. I already got Jason. All right, let's go to the video. Let's take a quick look at this video. Y'all see? Y'all see? All right, let's get it from the top.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that?
Wait a minute.
But if you said,
wait a minute.
and I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Wait.
Or,
oh shit. Yo, Shorty ain't got no ass. Her ass is flat as a board.
that they make your butt look amazing.
Oh shit.
Why would I need?
All right. Before I even give my thoughts and insights on this video, I just want to say, okay, this is, mind you, this is my first time seeing who Sydney Sweeney is. I've heard the name so much over the last year or so, and okay, can we just keep it a stack? This is just an average looking white girl. She's just a regular white girl. You go to any lounge, any club in Jacksonville, Florida, you'll see it. Literally tons of women that look like this. And this is who continues to get hyped up in society. That's always it's always peculiar to me, the women that, or the celebrities that get hyped up in our society. They're just regular human beings. But people put so much, I don't know. They put so much acclaim on these names, and they're just regular people, just like everyone else. I don't know. Don't mean to get off on a tangent, but okay, she's an attractive girl. Don't get me wrong, but she's just an average looking girl in my city, at least.
I'm gonna do that. But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not gonna stop you.
Okay.
But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
That's it?
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
No way. There's no way this is the commercial that caused all the backlash. There's no way. Am I missing something? I have to be missing something. Is there? There has to be another one. There's no way. There's got to be another commercial. There's no fucking way. Because nothing was said in that commercial. Hold on. Let me take a look at another video here. It's got to be something else. I refuse to believe that was it. I refuse. All right, what's this say? All right. Hold on. Looking at it in real time. Okay. Well, I'm looking at something else here. Give me 1 second. Nope, that's not it. Okay. I find it really. Oh, wait a minute. I see something. Okay. All right, let me pull this one up because I see something. There's no way that commercial that we just saw, there's no way that caused the backlash. One more time.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable. I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most.
Anybody who has seen, is there another commercial? This must be like a revised commercial from American Eagle because there's like nothing that you could even remotely look at as racist in this particular commercial. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. They must have rolled back what initially came out.
Comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
Yeah, I'm missing something. I'm missing something here. I'm missing something. Hold on, let me get you on the screen, Dustin. You said it's the blonde hair, blue eyes, and good jeans. Like no, I get that. I understand that. I understand that that's what people were saying was the issue, but I didn't see anything in that particular commercial, which is making me do a little bit of research in real time here because I'm thinking there had to be another one because there's just not enough there to even be outraged from that. Give me 1 second. I see something here, and I actually saw like apart from another commercial. Let's pull. I'm gonna put this one up. Hold on 1 second. This is, even though I hate to use anything from Fox News, but I just saw it out the corner of my eye here. So give me 1 second. We're gonna add something else to the screen here. Stop that one. Let's share this one. People being labeled as fascist for finding. All right, let's take a quick look at this one. I saw something that apparently is on this one. Apparently they had on some of the commercials, they actually had the word jeans, Genes. They actually had that on a sign and they X'd it out and put the word jeans, Jeans, apparently. So I understand that, why that would cause a backlash, because it's kind of like it's almost like a dog whistle tactic, like, hey, we're joking, but at the same time, it could also be looked at as eugenicism type of rhetoric. But let's see what this video is saying.
Politics, where Democrats continue to agonize over their terrible showing with men, particularly young men. Extraordinary data from Pew Research this week found that from 2020, point swing to the Republicans. So guess what the left is now doing to try and win men back? Oh, you're going to love this. They're running a full court press to convince everyone that if you like this woman, that if you find her attractive, this woman's...
I don't like this. Before we even let it continue, I don't like this. This is why no one can take Fox News serious, right? They don't even attempt to do objective reporting. I don't think the outlash or the backlash, should I say, has anything to do with saying that if you find Sydney Sweeney attractive, that means you're a fascist. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that there may be some covert eugenics rhetoric there. That's the problem. But they're trying to completely mask that with the narrative that, oh, if you like this, then you must be trying to say that you must be a fascist if you like this commercial. No, that's not it. Which is why I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. I'm trying to peel back the layers. There has to be more there than what we just saw in that other commercial. And I thought this video was going to show it at some
Sydney
point.
Sweeney and the American Eagle jeans campaign she is currently starring in.
Are they going to show it?
Well, you might be a fascist or a racist or a Nazi or something because, well, come on, she's white and good looking. And the ad's tagline about having good genes, well, it's like good genes, get it? Check this out.
Good genes passed on to offspring? That American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is literally overt eugenics.
And TikTok is absolutely flooded with this sort of nonsense.
Would we be surprised that a company
here we
whose
go, here
name
we
is
go.
literally
Hold on.
Lunacy.
I'm fast forwarding a little bit.
Yeah, the ads are for American Eagle, and the tagline is Sydney Sweeney has great
it is.
genes.
There it is.
Now,
yes.
in one ad, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed actress talks
There it is.
about genes.
Okay. That is an ad that I have not seen, but was this a different commercial? What is this from? So they got the word, like I was saying earlier, they got the word genes, Genes, crossed out, in a facetious way, and then they write the word genes in, which is a play on words, obviously. And does it overtly mean that it's intended to be racist? No, but could it absolutely be looked at in a way of it indicating some type of connection to eugenics? Sure, I suppose so. Is that a bit of a reach? Is that a reach? Yeah, depends. It depends on the actual context of the commercial itself. Now, the commercial that we saw earlier was so short and so to the point that there's no way that you can even mistake that for being racist. But just in case you are not aware of what eugenics is, if you're not very, what should I say? If you're not a scholar, I will put that on the screen for you. Eugenics simply is the study of how to arrange reproduction within a human population to increase the occurrence of heritable characteristics regarded as desirable. So in other words, trying to get the actual absolute best traits, or what are considered to be the top tier traits, only breeding or procreating amongst those same characteristics to create a master race. This is what the Nazis preached. This is what Hitler preached. He, in his opinion, the greatest features were, what was it? Some blonde-eyed, blue hair type shit. I mean, blonde hair, blue-eyed type shit. That was on some Hitler perfect race type shit in his head. That's why he was trying to get rid of everyone who did not fit his particular perception of what a perfect looking race would look like. That's eugenics. In case you're wondering why people have such a backlash about the idea of eugenics, because it's completely exclusionary to everyone. It's exclusionary to the masses. If they say, for instance, if they think that only blonde hairs and why am I having so much trouble talking? If only blonde hair and blue eyes is perfect, then obviously you're excluding everybody that does not fit that particular archetype. And that's a problem, right? Because there's beautiful people of all ethnicities and all races, all nationalities, right? I would hope we would all be able to agree on that. But let's get back to the actual video here. Can I add that back to the screen? 1 second. Add this back to the stage. All right, so we see great genes and genes. Is that overtly racist? Let's keep going. I don't want to make a call on that yet.
As in DNA being passed down from her parents.
The play on words is being compared to Nazi propaganda with racial undertones.
I mean, it's hard to deny that, though. It's hard to deny, at the very least, that there are certain undertones and there is certain covert dog whistle rhetoric that you could insinuate is being displayed to the masses there. If you wanted to, there's an argument to be had there for sure. Do I personally believe that American Eagle is trying to do that? I don't know, because let's be real. The demographic that American Eagle is geared towards is certainly not anyone other than the Caucasian market. Let's be honest. I don't really see, well, shit, it's maybe not even them, if we're keeping it real. I don't even see white people wearing American Eagle anymore. It's almost an extinct brand, in my opinion. Like I said earlier, it was popping in the late 90s, early 2000s. Now, not so much. Abercrombie & Fitch in that same vein. But as you saw earlier, Abercrombie & Fitch is on some wide spectrum body positivity shit. They're appealing their genes to everyone. They're showing you that we have genes that, everybody has great genes with Abercrombie & Fitch. So they're taking advantage of the fact that American Eagle is on the fire, and now they are using that to spew the body positivity shit to the masses, which y'all know I got a big problem with body positivity because it has never helped anyone. Body negativity has helped far more people than body positivity ever has. But that's one of my controversial standpoints. Anyways, I'll finish this video and then we'll get back to it. I want to watch that other commercial one more time too.
The pun, good genes, activates troubling historical associations for this country.
Troubling historical associations. Meanwhile, the once respected journal The Atlantic, left-wing but very smart, has suggested that quote-unquote conservative commentators are pushing the idea that, quote, Americans should be free to love boobs, unquote. Again, I don't know why young men aren't signing up to be Democrats in droves with that sort of logic, but...
All right, I think the biggest problem that I have with videos like this, why does everything always come back to left wing versus right wing? Why does everything have to come back to a political stance at the end of the day? That's one of the things that annoys me the most. All right, Dustin, you said you don't think it's intentional. All right, so Dustin, you don't think it was intentional? You don't think that they had any subliminal messaging that they were trying to get across in the commercial there? I mean, like I said, I see how it's like I see both sides of the coin in regards to this particular commercial, which we will watch one more time. I just don't know. It's without there being any, but that's the whole point of dog whistle. That's the whole point of dog whistle messaging, though, is to be able to still allow you to have that certain level of plausible deniability. Like, oh yeah, we said good genes are passed down from parents to child, and you know, we had this ad where we had the word genes spelled with GENES, which would obviously be referring to genetics, but you know, we crossed it out and put the word genes. We were just being funny with that. We didn't have any actual racial implications with it. That's what they can always say. That gives you that plausible deniability, right? So it's impossible one way or another to say whether or not they actually had some kind of deeper, darker, immoral intention with the commercial. From what I saw earlier in this commercial here, the first one that we looked at, which I will bring back to the stage. Come on, add to the stage. Why won't you let me add it to the damn stage? All right, let's get this one out the way and stop that screen. All right, so this one is the very first one we watched, right? And this is just tame. This is tame. If this is the only one that is still running, this is tame. I think we can all agree on that. I don't think there's anything wrong whatsoever with this commercial, but I have a feeling that there has to be one that was obviously a little bit more edgy than this for everybody to be losing their shit, because this is tame.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
I'm looking right in real time, trying to see, is there any others that they have available? That one is the official one from American Eagle, and it's the only one from what I can see. That's the only one that they have available. So if this is all we have to work with, then I'm going to have to say that while I definitely understand how someone could get the perception that there is some type of malevolent racial implication that's being made there, without us being able to actually have more context to go with on that commercial, I would have to say that I'm thinking that it might just be a reach, man. I don't know. Just me personally, I think it's a reach to say that that's racist. I mean, 1 second. You say, all right, I don't think it's intentional. So, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Not necessarily being racist. I think there's much to do about nothing, and I don't ever like to just blindly become a part of the woke mob. Like I said, I like to look at everything objectively and look at it with a Socratic approach, because I think that you should look at everything in life, especially when it comes to things that are spewed out in mass media. We should always take that Socratic approach to question everything. Look at both sides of the coin, so to speak, instead of just blindly falling into whatever you feel is more in line with your political stance, which is why I can't stand those videos from Fox News, because they relay everything to a political standpoint. Why does everything that we digest in our lives have to ultimately come down to what political party we stand with? every single time, I'm sure anybody who's watching this can agree, when you watch Fox News, they always go out of their way to say something in an extremely defamatory, negative way towards the Democrats, right? Now, when you watch CNN, although you know that it's far more left hanging and it is far more towards Democrats, you don't really hear them doing the same. That's one thing that I've noticed. And it's kind of hard to even lean either way when it comes to CNN or Fox News, because they are both biased to their particular standing basis. However, I've noticed that one is far more flagrant than the other. As you saw in that video from Fox earlier, we can't even get through a video about them covering this commercial about Sydney Sweeney without them once again just pelting more and more insults towards Democrats, saying that, oh, you know, they don't want you to even think that Sydney Sweeney's attractive. You must be a fascist. That's not what people are saying. That's not the problem people have with the commercial. The problem people have with the commercial is that they're saying that it's indicative of certain undertones towards eugenics, which is a problem if that is what that commercial is actually trying to get across. Now, do I actually agree with that? Not necessarily. Like I said, that commercial is too tame. This commercial is just too very tame. If this is all I have to work with as far as what we are actually judging, what we're actually assessing, this commercial is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And I have no problem with this commercial, but I was trying to find in real time if there's anything else. And I'm looking, guys, and let me know if you saw anything else, but I don't see any other commercials. That is the one from what I can see. Wait a minute, let me see. What's this? What's this? Let me see. Hold on. I'm looking at something right. My bad. I don't mean to hang out. I'm trying to see if we got any other action here. American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney puts off some consumers. All right, let me look at one more video from the AP, the Associated Press. Let's see what that one says. Let me remove this one. I'm gonna add this other one to the stage. Give me 1 second. We'll look at one more. Is this it? Let's look at what the Associated Press said.
Sweeney has sparked a debate about Western beauty standards and, quote, woke American culture. The campaign, launched last week, features the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Most of the negative reception focused on the word genes related to genetics instead of genes related to denim when discussing the blonde-haired, blue-eyed actor. Some critics saw the wordplay as a nod to eugenics, a discredited theory that humanity could be improved through selective breeding for certain traits. The idea gained popularity in the early 20th century, and Nazi Germany embraced it to carry out Adolf Hitler's racist belief in an Aryan master race. Others on social media say people are reading too much into the campaign's message. Conservatives like U.S. Senator Ted Cruz and former Fox News host Megyn Kelly celebrated the ads and taunted the critics.
Oh, God.
In a news release about the ad campaign, the company noted, quote, Sweeney's girl next door charm and main character energy, paired with her ability to not take herself too seriously, is the hallmark of this bold, playful campaign.
No, that was absolutely useless. All right. I guess at the end of the day, this is ultimately just going to come down to your personal taste, to your personal perception of what you think when you look at that commercial. I pretty much dove as deep as I can into this, and honestly, I think this is just a big nothing burger. I can't stand the way that the GOP and the Republican Party constantly they try to do like a straw man argument where they take one thing that has absolutely nothing to do with what the actual crux of the situation and the narrative is, and they use that to attack the Democratic Party. That's why I don't really like even subscribing too much either way. I would say that at the end of the day, I'm a bit of a moderate. I like to actually operate off of objectivism and look at things clearly and holistically. That's just the way that I operate. So that always annoys me. Like what you saw with Ted Cruz earlier, who, I don't know, does that guy realize that he's not, never mind. That always, don't get me started. Anyways, I think at the end of the day, guys, this commercial is absolutely a nothing burger. I don't think there's anything there. I don't personally think that this has anything to do with eugenics, and I don't think that the commercial is racist. If we're going off of that commercial that we saw several times in this video, because there's just nothing there. You would literally have to be grasping at straws while you're looking at this woman who, once again, to this moment, now that I know who Sydney Sweeney is, now that I've been able to take a look at her in real time, is she an attractive girl? Yeah, she's attractive, but she's just an average. Literally, I'm not saying this to down her. Like, you go to any lounge in Jacksonville, bro, like any bar, any club, there's tons of women that look just like her, if not better. So that's why I'm always a little bit perplexed with who gets hyped up in our society and who get overlooked, because at the end of the day, when it comes to these celebrities that everybody is just going gaga over, it's always a bit perplexing to me, like, damn, so this is the, oh, okay. I mean, I could see that she's attractive, but she's just another woman. She's just an average girl. That's just my opinion. Don't kill me, but that's just my opinion, man. Anyways, the commercial itself, nothing wrong with it in my opinion. And yeah, there's nothing there. I just wanted to take a quick look and go over the video and go over the commercial with y'all in real time. And if you haven't already done so, please go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And it is Saturday night, so I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready to hit these streets. You feel me? Anyways, it's been a pleasure. Y'all stay safe, stay focused, stay dangerous. This is your man, That's the Great. I'll holla. Peace.